Welcome to TalkAboutTopeka.com. I'm Chris Schultz. On this episode, I'm going to be speaking with Diana Ramirez. She's the owner of Express Personnel Services. This episode's brought to you by Field of Greens, a garden bistro in downtown Topeka. I mean, it's like the best place to go for lunch, as according to me. Thanks so much for joining us on this episode. Sit back, relax, because it all starts right now.
You had a plan of money to get me some money. Had a money to get me some money.
Well, folks, we're back here in Studio 10 in the Blimp, and I am with Diana Ramirez from Express Employment Services. How are you doing, Diana?
I'm great, thank you.
Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
So you're a local company around Topeka. Tell us what you do.
Well, I own a staffing agency here in Topeka, and I also own one in Emporia as well.
Very cool. And so I've never actually dealt with a staffing agency before, so tell me how it works.
Well, it's really simple. We make the process of interviewing, finding a new place of employment easy. We're the person that coordinates between the client companies and the candidate who's looking for a new employment, and we do all of the work to help the individual with that process.
That's cool. That's cool. And do you have personnel, sir? Do you have your own people that go in like temp services, or just is it a whole kind of gamut here?
We are full service,
Okay.
which means is we do have a temporary contract side of our business, but we also have a professional recruiting side as well, which is
Cool.
direct hire placements.
Absolutely. And I've always wondered, like with the temporary service, how does that work?
The temporary service, our clients contact us, local companies. We are there to fill a need such as maybe a short-term project, a long-term project, or even an individual who they want to see their skills before they actually make a permanent decision for a permanent placement.
Mm-hmm.
So we actually, again, just coordinate all those activities, introduce the candidate to the company, and vice versa. Introduce the company to the client, applicant, and see if we make a match.
And what's your background, and how did you come to owning this company?
Well, I've been doing this for about 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I purchased the Topeka business in 2008, and then I opened the second location in 2012, earlier this year.
Cool. Congratulations on the expansion.
Thank you. And I knew what I was purchasing. I knew that this is what I enjoyed. I love helping people find employment. And so I knew when the opportunity came up to purchase the business, it was the right thing for me to do.
And a question here about, the Topeka and this area market. I know we've really seen a lot of, bad when it's come to the employment market across the country. But how is it affected here in the Topeka area and, say the Northeast Kansas region?
Actually, right now, even though unemployment is still high, the trends are getting much better. There's opportunity. Our business has seen an increase from 2012. So that means companies are not feeling as nervous anymore. They are hiring, they are restaffing those positions that they kept open for some time while we were going through the recession. But there is plenty of opportunity and plenty of jobs available. In the central region, we're about 6 to 9 months behind some of the media that's reported. A lot of that information is coming from the East Coast, West Coast, but when we're right here in the middle, we're about 6 to 9 months behind.
So are we able to look at that as a crystal ball? Is that what's coming our way?
It's a good planning source, if you will. When other parts of the country were reporting gloom and doom, we didn't really feel it, but we did feel it, ultimately. But we're back on track, and the forecast for our industry is wonderful. More opportunities for individuals who have been unemployed are going to be finding employment. They're going to now be in a position where they're going to have hopefully multiple offers.
Oh, that's very cool. Very cool. Well, how about bringing professionals to Topeka? If you're looking for specific things, and we always talk about the young professionals and trying to recruit them to come to town. What's important for the city to do to be able to make that happen?
We need to continue to offer opportunity to our young folks. Because Express is affiliated with 620 offices, that is one of my challenges.
Sure.
I belong to this networking organization of Express offices all over the country, so I'm competing with other larger cities, and I need to have Topeka as attractive as possible. I think we have a lot to offer. I think sometimes those of us who have been in the city for a long time, we don't recognize the opportunities, and we need to make sure that we embrace all of the good things that are happening in Topeka.
Yeah.
So it's really fun when we get to bring in folks from outside our community who are looking at employment opportunities and showing them around town. That's the fun part of my job.
I bet it is, especially just, I mean, there's so many good assets to be able to show off. And,
Absolutely. We're the state capital, and we just go from there.
so I understand you're celebrating a specific goal here. Tell us about that.
This is really exciting for Express. This is our 30th year anniversary.
30 years, that's awesome.
Thank you.
So is Express a franchise, an individual company? Like, how does that work?
Great question. Express Employment Professionals is a franchise system. I own the Topeka and Emporia locations. We are 2 offices of 620 around the U.S. We also have crossed the borders. We're in Australia, South Africa, and Canada. We are the largest privately owned staffing company in the U.S.
So tell us a little bit about the business itself, and you know, if I needed some assistance through my business, how would I get in touch with you guys?
Well, we would love for everyone just to give us a call. We're fully staffed here in the Topeka and Emporia office. You would meet with one of our consultants, one of our recruiters, myself. We would want to visit with you about what your needs are. What types of positions are you trying to fill? At that time, we would talk to you about the candidates that were currently in our database, or if we do need to go outside our community to recruit. So we're going to want to have just a brief meeting, sit down with you, understand your business, because once we understand your business, it makes it really helpful when we're turning around and selling your company to others that we are potentially your new employees.
And you're working with all kinds of businesses, from say eateries to architects. You know,
Absolutely. Again, because we're full service, we're able to, on our professional side of our business, we're able to recruit accounting, finance, IT engineers, HR managers, sales. On our administrative division, those are positions such as administrative customer service reps, accounting assistants. And then on our commercial side of our business, that would be all of our skilled labor, including machinists, welders, electricians, and our general laborers as well.
Sure, very cool. Well, Diana, thank you so much for joining us on the show today. I really appreciate that.
Thank you.
And how are folks here going to find you? You have a website for your business?
We do. Our website is expresspros.com and select Topeka. And then we will get your application and give you a call thereafter.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for coming on the show. I really appreciate you swinging by today.
Thank you.
And good luck with everything you do.
Thank you.
You bet.